Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Prime 4 podcast. My name is Bryce
Ross.
and Alex. You're just waiting for Chris. Chris isn't here. And we're
I was thrown off by not being the fourth person.
right. Chris is busy tonight because he's got so much stuff to do. So
Yeah, dude.
he's busy, and he might join us later. Who knows? We'll see, because we still are on Discord doing audio only. So what have you guys been up to? Still working?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Any chance of that stopping?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That's where I'm at too. It's still pretty busy, but thankfully, I mean, we still have jobs at least. So
I guess.
unlike 16 other million people, or probably more, do we
I
even
think
know
it was
what
up to 22 now or something like that.
Jesus. Unemployed status. I wonder if that will actually tell us an updated one. We'll just go with your 20 or
It was
22.
Like,
that
it was
you
like
said.
almost 22 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. And Jeb Bush, please clap for our clap sync. Alex put that in the chat for us. We'll get to what we've been playing during this once we get to gaming. But for hip hop, there's a lot of albums that are dropping now. So I guess everybody's doing excuse me, closet albums during the pandemic, because they're not going to a studio or nothing, right, guys?
Yeah,
Because they're supposed to stay at home, right?
Right.
So
they got at-home studios. What are you talking about?
Yeah, microphones hanging out. Microphone in the closet. Roaches hanging over the faucet.
yep, po' boys. But just to name a few, we got West Side Gun, DaBaby, R.A. the Rugged Man, Tech Nine, Don Toliver.
Bad Baby.
No, DaBaby, not Catch Me Outside. Not that one, or whatever. I don't know what their names are, but Kid Cudi has a single that's out too.
Man, Chris is the DaBaby guy. It's a shame he's not here right now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if he even knew that it came out, like that he heard it once it came out. So we'll have to check. I'm sure he's looking forward to it. Bishop Nehru and MF Doom did Meathead single too. I gotta check that out after we're done here. There's tons of singles and just a ton of albums that came out, so check those out if you're interested.
But are there hot singles in your area? That's the question.
Always.
Oh, that wasn't what I was going for. I was going to say there's so many singles here, it's like a strip club.
Yes, absolutely. There are hot Russian babushkas in your area.
Oh, Jesus.
Waiting to feed you. Babushka's grandmother, by the way. So Ja Rule, this guy who will not go away. He is not doing Firefest, as far as we know, or Firefest 2.0. But he told Fat Joe and Swizz Beats that he is down to battle 50 Cent on IG Live for a 20-track hit for hit. So remember last week when we talked about the producers and stuff,
Yep.
or beat makers doing head for heads, 20-track hits. Excuse me, I can't speak today or ever. But so Ja Rule just wants to go song for song with 50 Cent, and I guess Corona's not working fast enough for him. He wants to die sooner, because I have no idea why he would want to do that. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he is trying to stay in the news as much as possible to try to keep, some momentum going, but that's a lose-lose for him. Like,
is this his Nick Cannon moment?
Yeah, well, he's been doing it for a while. He's been saying crazy stuff for a while. Like,
Ah.
So he still talks shit against 50, and 50 talks shit against him. But 50 Cent is doing really good right now because he's got, that product money that he's got, the show money that he's got. I'm sure residuals from his rap career he's got. Like 50 Cent is doing real good right now, and Ja Rule is not. So 50 Cent will never, even if he's going to smoke him, he won't give him that limelight, essentially, like Eminem for Nick Cannon.
Okay.
Like he's not going to give him that. He doesn't need to. But that's crazy. I mean, it doing a hit for hit against hit, it's pretty much comes down to what are the biggest club bangers that you have. And 50 Cent has a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. He has Get Rich or Die Trying, his first album, which like dominated for a very long time, and it did an insane amount of sales. It is amazing, and I believe it's like 19 tracks, and he could do probably just all of them and just one extra and beat Ja.
I mean, it seems like Ja Rule's overstepping. I mean, I think he should be like trying to face somebody more at his caliber, like Mystical or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
What from the prison match?
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But oh my god, that's just nuts to me that he would want to do that. It's wild.
I actually feel bad for saying that. I feel like I shit talk Mystical now.
I feel like you did too. but
Yeah,
that's okay.
You keep bumping him against the wall, you're gonna see bouncing back, Rowdy. Like just fucking.
Well, Mystical was the guy who went to jail for forcing a woman to give him a blowjob, I believe.
Very well could have been.
No, well, hold on. Let me look it up now.
Okay.
I don't want to besearch this great rapper's name. Sexual battery conviction and other legal issues, according to Wikipedia, and it does look like there's a bibliography here. So we do have references.
Yeah.
He sexually assaulted his hairstylist. The rapper and two bodyguards forced the woman to perform oral sex and accused her of stealing $80,000 in checks. And he pleaded guilty. And this was in 2004, everyone. So that was the end of Mystical's career. Very short. Very short. It kind of reminds me of Petey Pablo, one of the greatest rappers of all time. And he got arrested and his career was just gone. But I think his was for oh my goodness, what do you have? Gun charges or something? Yeah, international airport trying to carry a stolen 9mm semi-automatic pistol aboard a U.S. Airways flight bound for Los Angeles. Oh, that was in 2010.
I was gonna say shit. That shit don't even barely get you in trouble anymore. You end up getting off.
Nope. On September 2011, he was sentenced to 35 months in prison, and started in 2012, and he was released a few months early in 2014.
Nowadays, you'll have every person and their mother like defending you to keep you out of like jail for something like that.
Yeah, probably for sure. Like, I mean, Petey Pablo, one of the greatest rappers of all time. He had those first really good albums, Diary of a Sinner first entry, and Still Writing in My Diary second entry. Then he had a couple that kind of fell flat, and that was it. Then he got arrested, and then bam, from there. Oh, I wish he came back. Hard. Like, I'm still waiting for DMX to come back. Like, he got signed to a record deal. He put himself into recovery, even though he didn't relapse, but he thought he might. So he just preemptively put himself into recovery. And I don't know, still just waiting for him to come back.
Yeah.
So like, oh man, I just
Alex.
want DMX back.
Alex, who you waiting on coming back?
Biggie.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, you're gonna be waiting a while.
Gonna have to bleep that. God damn it.
No, that's not that bad.
I'm just fucking around.
So, Ticketmaster is no longer refunding postponed shows, and
That's low.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure no one will give a shit if Ticketmaster goes away. And
Convenience fees, yeah. Fuck Ticketmaster, dude.
yeah, like when I went to those that Korn concert, and I was like, I did it through Ticketmaster, which is like, there's all like StubHub and shit. There's all those other like, oh, you can get it cheaper. No, you fucking can't. Because I tried, but I went on Ticketmaster. I'm like, oh man, that's not bad. Like it was near like $40. I'm like, I'll get a couple ticks. That's fine. And then as I'm adding it to the cart, it ends up being like a little over $80 a ticket.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, for convenience fees. And they're like, do you want to spend another? Oh my God, what was it? You can add a parking pass to it for the nearest parking garages with Ticketmaster. And I'm like, that's very convenient. But of course, the $15 one was sold out already for the nearest parking garage for the night of the concert. So I'm like, what's the next one? The next one was like $40 to park. And I'm like, and I talked to my girlfriend and I'm like, I got an idea. What we did is we just drove to the nearest Target, which was like blocks away, not far at all. We just parked at the nearest Target, and then I did what's one of those fucking Ubered.
Yep.
I just got us an Uber that arrived in like 4 minutes because they were all around the concert and it was freezing out. So we got instead of having to walk blocks, doing a parking garage and walking, however many blocks and still spending a ton of money. I spent like $20 for like Uber there and back to the Target that was really close, and it was in a warm car. So we got chauffeured right to the front at like on the way there, and on the way back it made us like walk a block and a half to like a weird street that was near the venue to be picked up. Like they wouldn't pick us up like at the venue at all. We had to walk a block away and then like take a turn and like go half a block down. And then we saw a bunch of people standing out in the cold too. And I'm like looking at my phone and they're just like standing near the street. And I'm like, are you guys waiting for an Uber? And they're like, yeah, we were told to come here. And I'm like, are we sharing an Uber? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't think so. And we didn't share an Uber, but that was like the app made that a specific parking spot where all the Ubers would come and pick everybody up at that spot for some reason. It was really weird. It was like a bus stop essentially, but for Ubers and people standing out in the cold. But either way, we won out because I saved $20 and we didn't have to walk like however many blocks in the cold because it was really cold that night. And it was awesome. But I hope Ticketmaster dies. That's fine. Long story short, it's fine if Ticketmaster dies and StubHub and all that stuff. Do you guys, what would you think would the alternative be to a Ticketmaster? Do you think it would be like
the venue handling its own ticket sales?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a venue website?
Amazon ticket sales.
Oh, fuck you, Ross. Oh my God. If Amazon makes any more money.
Straight into Bezos, dude.
Or it's like Facebook you buy your tickets on or some shit.
Yep. That would be stupid.
Or Twitter.
Did you guys hear about that? Like Bezos got like 24 billion in one day added to his net worth.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Did you hear about that?
Oh
It
yeah,
was-
dude. Everyone's buying everything online now, so I mean, they're gonna give him.
Yeah, it was like it was due to like the stock adjusting, so the
Mhm.
stocks just became worth more, and he owns like 10% of the stock of Amazon or whatever. So his net worth just jumped up $24 billion in one day. And
Yep.
let me just do the math for you quick here. Let's do 24 billion divided by 3. We could have each had $8 billion that day.
There you go.
If it had gone to us. Our podcast has to do a lot of numbers to get that. But let me
Jesus.
Yeah, what the hell are you guys doing over there?
Moving boxes.
You guys rock climbing?
Oh, jeez.
Let me do 300 million. Is that a good number for the adults in the US?
Sure.
At 24 billion, he could have only gave everybody or 300 million people in the US $80.
$80 is $80.
$80 is $80, yeah.
That's true. It just doesn't
Jesus
seem
Christ, thanks for opening that pop right in the fucking thing.
Huh?
it didn't sound loud to me.
Oh, it was loud.
Oh, it was loud. Okay.
It didn't peak, Rowdy.
Oh, you
You're
did. I'll be
fine.
fixing it.
Well, okay, calm down. We'll see. We'll see what happens in post.
Rowdy, that's the answer.
Bleep it.
Oh,
Bleep it,
Jesus.
Ross.
Like
Add a
Alex,
couple bleeps.
say Alex did a racial slur there. Yep, okay.
Yeah, in
No,
post,
bro, no.
just bleep a random thing that I say
Oh, God.
at some point, and then we'll say it was racist. It'll be funny. It's a bit that we do, Ross.
Yep.
But leave this in because this is also me explaining it is also the bit,
Oh, God.
and then you eventually not doing it
Is
because
this
you
your way?
haven't yet is also the bit.
Is this your way of making people think that, like, when I'm bleeping stuff, that it's not actually people saying bad stuff?
Because sometimes,
We're just doing it to get people to listen to us because we're like edgy or something.
yeah, we want to be edgy.
Oh,
we want to be edgy. Yeah, that's fine. Keep all this in, Ross, but bleep it.
Keep it in, but bleep it.
I just like telling you to bleep stuff.
I'll just like put the bleep really low in the background behind what we're saying.
That would be pretty funny. Just it would drive someone nuts though. Do you guys think that venues doing their own ticket sales, do you think that would be beneficial for somebody, or do you think the prices would even go down if that's the case?
Well, I don't know.
Because
That would-
Ticketmaster is just like just a middleman.
It would definitely put more responsibility on probably the artists to like tell like their fans where the where the concerts are happening and stuff like that.
Yeah, it seems like there would still need to be some sort of central hub
Otherwise, there
that
would
tells
literally.
you what.
Like a stub hub?
Oh God, shut
No,
up, Alex.
no. We're gonna make there's StubHub and Ticketmaster, but we need a central area. We're gonna do Ticket Station.
There's the Ticket Oak as well.
That's our app, and it's gonna be free, and it's just gonna tell you where concerts are. But we're gonna play ads and stuff, so we actually make money.
Ticket Nation.
Ticket Nation. No, that's okay.
Oh, fuck you.
So what have you guys been playing?
Me, not much.
Video game wise, I know Alex played like 3 hours of Final Fantasy VII Remake and then stopped.
More like 30.
Yeah, he's put in a lot.
Did you finish it yet?
No, I'm only at chapter 14.
How many chapters are there in the remake for this one?
More than 14. I'm kind of like right after the plate drop down, and that's chapter 14. So I mean, there's still
So
a
you
ways to go.
You should be going into Shinra soon.
I could, but I mean, I'd probably just dick around a little bit and do more side quests.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing like all the side quests and stuff.
And then you play it on hard mode, so you play it again, and then you fucking do chapter select to get all the different fucking trophies, and it's like fucking all of a sudden, you probably spent hundreds of hours in it.
Yeah, I've only heard good things except from your racist cousin who says everyone's saying bad things about the remake.
His issue is that it's only the first 5 hours of the game. It's like, so
it's like, but it's expanded to be like an actual fleshed out city. Yeah, which is crazy to me because the original Final Fantasy VII, you don't spend like shit time in Midgar.
Well, it's like
5 hours.
It's like the first disc, I thought.
No, first disc ends when you get to Nibelheim.
Oh, Jesus. I guess I was totally wrong then.
Well, yeah, because I mean, there's not many side quests in Midgar, and then you just go right to Shinra and then leave.
I don't know why I thought that when you it shows you leaving the city. I thought it switched discs, but I guess not.
It's literally like reactor, like Don Corneo, fucking plate, fucking Shinra, fucking outskis, like in the original.
But the problem is, if you're actually doing everything, it takes a long time.
I don't remember it taking a long time when I did my playthrough, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is a long time.
Well, you got to steal
your time. It's 5 hours.
You got to steal all the items from the different guys that drop different things, and
my god!
Never mind, no one else does that but me.
No, I did that in fucking Final Fantasy VIII, and for all the cards, I got all the triple triads. I stole the max number of items off of anything that I could. Oh, that game is so long when you do that.
Yep.
But you feel so complete. Yeah. And then you get distracted in the first town playing triple triad.
And you never finish the game. Yup.
So it happens. It was like The Witcher when I started playing Gwent. Because they're like, oh, do you want to do a side quest? And you're like, oh, yeah, sure. And you go to the bar and there's like some drunk that says, hey, you want to play Gwent with me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll bet 5 coins against you, and then you just play Gwent.
It's like Roddy playing Caravan in fucking Fallout 4 or whatever.
You mean New Vegas or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Caravan, I forgot.
Caravan,
all about that.
I made a deck that never lost because I would just fill up the piles and then I'd clear the pile or whatever. Yeah. So the other guy would just have a shit ton of cards at the end, and I would have nothing or whatever.
Nice, dude. You got a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, or was it the other way around? I can't remember if you wanted a bunch of cards or if you didn't want any.
I can't even remember.
Whatever I did was I just had a bunch of the cards that clear the pile for whenever I needed to or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of Fallout, are you guys gonna play Fallout 76 now that they added what is it called? Wastelanders or whatever? They added NPCs apparently.
I went on it for 2 hours earlier, finally. I only saw one person so far where I am in the noob area, but
you made a new character?
Yeah, I got a guy that's level 5 or 6 or something right now.
Oh, you're actually playing through it again,
Well, I logged on to my other character and I'm I don't even know what I was doing with this guy. So I'm I'd rather restart and have choose what I want.
Well, there wasn't much you could do.
But if you already have the game on the Bethesda launcher, if you link your Steam account through the Bethesda website, you get a free Steam version if you do it before the 28th here.
Unless you already had it linked.
Yeah, unless you already had it linked.
Then you're fine. You'd have it already.
So I'll probably be just playing it on Steam so that people can see I'm playing Fallout 76.
Most people I know already had it linked except for me, so I had to do it.
I didn't have it linked, but now I'm going to, just so I have it on Steam if I ever decide to play it.
Did you ever play Fallout 4? Because I think a lot of people who had that linked theirs.
Yeah, I played Fallout 4.
Yeah.
On Steam.
Oh, okay.
So would I had to have linked it?
I don't know. I think a lot of people had it linked, so maybe you have it linked. I don't know.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Because I remember like Fallout 76 wasn't bad. It's just like the gameplay loop wasn't quite there yet. Like make you keep playing. Oh, Alex put the link for me. Good, thank you.
Fuck
So yeah, that
dude.
might be something I check out.
They've got actual NPCs now, dude.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it and I'm like, oh, they're actually fleshing this out. Might be like a baby MMO.
Yeah,
or
they
something.
actually went like, oh, I read that they actually went like over budget on like the voice acting to try to like make up for fucking up.
Oh, that's good. I just hope my base is still there that I spent a shit ton of time building.
It should be.
You keep your characters.
Good. Because I built in a very specific spot and it looks very, 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 very cool. Because I copied it off of someone online.
All of a sudden, it has like some error for that spot. It's like, oh, you cannot play. Your base could not be placed there or whatever, and you have to like replace it somewhere.
That's very possible because I'm inside of something.
Bryce just fucking net decks a base from online.
You didn't like do a cave one, did you? Like Joey?
No, mine's I don't remember where I'm at, but it's elevated and inside of something.
Ah,
It's like
okay.
I don't think it's like a broken train cart that's suspended in the air.
It was like a tall pillar, like because there's something next to like this big like bridge thing or whatever.
Thing is, now you almost want to have like an accessible base because you can put like the vending machines to sell shit and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, well, mine has like 2 flights of stairs leading down to the ground. Like I still have to go upstairs to it.
Yeah, but you
But
want it
it's
to be in a
like-
place where people will actually go, is what I mean.
Oh yeah, I don't know if people actually go there. I think
mean-
it's by the train tracks.
I mean, it shows on the map if you have like a vending machine, though. So then if they might come and check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to link that and see if I can download it in
Oh yeah.
a timely manner to try it out.
Oh well, it took me like over an hour, so I don't know how long it's gonna take you.
Oh, it's going to take me a very long time. It'll take me days. It won't be tonight or tomorrow or this weekend. But maybe by next weekend I'll have something up. Rumor. So your racist cousin told me this rumor, and I looked it up, and it is apparently confirmed that the rumor exists that Microsoft Game Studio may be merging or purchasing Sega. There was an ad that was accidentally leaked on Mixer a few times, and it had both of their logos. So the Microsoft Game Studio logo and then Sega logo next to that, with the words under it saying "Power Your Dreams."
Oh,
And last week, I think we talked about how originally the Xbox, or how originally, I don't think we talked about this, but originally the Dreamcast was going to have World of Warcraft on it.
Yep.
But also the Xbox was originally going to have backwards compatibility with Sega Dreamcast games.
Oh yeah,
If
I
you
never
can-
heard that.
If you can believe that. But of course, Sega did something wrong or backed out or whatever, and Microsoft ended up going with a different disk drive that didn't play Sega Dreamcast games. So Microsoft and Sega do have a history. It's just very convoluted, and I don't know if anybody really knows how deep it went down the rabbit hole, like the talks that they've had or anything. I'm assuming maybe Microsoft talked to them during the Dreamcast Xbox era when they were making the Xbox or designing it, like getting ideas and stuff. And maybe they were like, hey, why don't we do something wacky and put Dreamcast games on the Xbox, like compatible? Like that would have been nutty. I don't know why they would have done that, but maybe just to get like the initial draw in.
They wanted to save Parappa the Rapper from being a Microsoft available on Xbox, dude.
Right. So we don't know if this is just a collaboration or if they're merging or purchasing Sega, because that would be crazy, because then Xbox would be getting Sega IPs, which They have a lot of. Sega still owns a lot of their shit like Nintendo does.
What if it's like all of their like old catalogs going to be like on Microsoft? Like, you know, like where you can play their older games?
Yeah, and if we know from the fucking Genesis Mini, let me pull that up quick. Like the catalog for the Sega Genesis Mini, oh my god. Like if I can actually pull it up here. Let's talk about this shit.
And then they'll make like a special remote you could buy and use. No, just kidding.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, just to name some, I have the list of the Sega Genesis mini games. They had, let's see, they had Alex Kidd, Altered Beast, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, Castlevania Bloodlines for the Genesis, which is a very expensive game, and it is good. They had,
fuck yeah, dude.
They had Columns, which is like the original Match 3 puzzle games, like Candy Crush, essentially. I don't think it's the first, but it's one of the first. They had a Contra game for the Genesis. They had Earthworm Jim, Echo the Dolphin, Ghouls and Ghosts, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes. They had a Mega Man. They had Phantasy Star, which is a huge RPG franchise that's not as popular as Final Fantasy, but it's close to it. Like Star Ocean, Phantasy Star, Final Fantasy. Like that's all Gucci stuff. Like Phantasy Star Online 2, the MMO, is really popular right now in Asian countries. They also had Shining Force, Shinobi, the Sonic, Streets of Rage 2, Street Fighter. They had so many hits.
Yep.
Like, this is just on the Sega Genesis Mini. The ones that I named are just on the Sega Genesis Mini, and there are more.
Oh, yeah.
Including Tetris for some fucking reason. Because I'm pretty sure
games were better than Nintendo's. Nintendo just like had better marketing. Like, look at the SNES. What do they got? Nothing, right?
No. I can't agree with that.
What, they got A Link to the Past? Ooh, wow.
Well, no, I think that the exclusives for Nintendo were better than Sega, but Sega had better consoles, like, throughout their entire life.
They got the best team. The Hyperstone Heist is the best Turtles game, and that's on Sega Genesis, man. Like,
I've never played that, but I highly doubt that in Turtles in Time is the best.
Okay.
And
Turtles
also,
in Time is the best.
You will refer to him by his Christian name, Earthworm James, okay? Like
Earthworm James?
God dang it.
Which, that was also on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, probably.
Earthworm James. But no, I think we've had this argument before. Like, I argue with your cousin about it all the time. But, like, Nintendo just had the better games in the end. Because that's what sells consoles.
In the end, because they didn't have any decent games at the beginning of the SNES's life cycle, and that's why no one bought it right away.
I can't remember.
Once they got that FX chip, and they had like fucking
there's only a few games with the FX chip.
They got fucking
and that's late in the console's life.
Fucking like. No, like actually no one really bought SNES's like early on in its life cycle. It picked up later on with the actual games. Like the Genesis.
Well, they always claim that's because people were buying the first Nintendo still for years.
Yeah, it's possible.
SNES. Yeah, I don't know what it sold for launch or what it had for launch titles, but I mean, just in the end, it just had the better games, probably because of the FX chip in part. But then
Nintendo shit the bed royally with the Nintendo 64 compared to the PlayStation.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
If you go back and actually try to play Ocarina of Time, it's like pulling teeth.
No, I don't agree with that.
It is so painful playing.
The N64 was really good, but the PlayStation was also really good, and both had a lot of really good games.
To be fair, the only thing that the N64 Zeldas had was this little thing called Z targeting. And other than that, I don't think they were like great. they were good, but
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Wind Waker like totally like outclassed like all of the previous Zeldas.
I haven't even played that yet, so I can't speak on that.
I mean, if you really wanted that full experience on the Nintendo 64, you needed that Rumble Pack, though. So
You also needed that expansion pack.
Yeah, the expansion memory.
You need the expansion and either fucking Donkey Kong or Perfect Dark, because I'm pretty sure those are the only two games that actually fucking used it.
Maybe.
Donkey Kong 64 was like so fucking good though, dude.
oh yeah,
Nah.
definitely
yeah,
better
dude.
than that Mario 64 game or whatever.
Well,
Mario was
Banjo
like
and
a launch
Kazooie
title.
and Donkey Kong 64 were just like clones of Mario 64. They're pretty much the same games.
Yeah, but the copy was like better. It's like fucking Fate Stay Blade Work.
I think I've only rented Donkey Kong 64 or played it at Target. Like I
It was
never even played
so
the whole
fucking
game.
good, dude.
I know I didn't want to buy it when I played it at Target.
That game was just
But I
off
may
the
have
walls,
rented it.
man.
Well, I mean, it's no fucking like Donkey Kong Country, like like no.
I remember
Donkey Kong Country.
It's no
Donkey
Donkey
Kong Country is
Konga.
really good. Yeah, the side-scrolling Donkey Kongs are where it's at.
Donkey
But I
Konga
remember-
was where it was at.
Fuck off. I remember playing it in Target, the Donkey Kong 64, and having to switch characters to get different fucking bananas.
Yep.
And I'm like, the fuck?
Gives you
Oh,
a
yeah,
different
dude.
playthrough for each character on the same levels.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
It's like literally you buy a game and you end up buying 5 games, dude.
Pretty much.
Oh my god, that replay loop.
They'd
Yeah,
have like
back in
where
the
you
day
only
when
could get to
games
certain
cost-
areas with certain people and stuff too in the areas and stuff.
Back
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
day, when new games were like at least $60, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
granted, nowadays they're $60 too, but there was a while when they first moved to discs where games actually got cheaper.
Oh yeah, mass-produced discs and shit.
Yeah, because I remember like new games were like $50 for a while, like
Yep.
during the beginning of the disc era, and then they
That was PlayStation, PS2 era.
Yep.
Because pressing discs in China was just like cheap as shit. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
China.
yeah, it was
Minor.
insane. Like they could knock those out like nobody's business, but cartridges like injection molded and all that shit, and
Circuit boards and shit.
yeah, cartridges have
Memory.
circuit boards in them. Yeah, motherboards
Yep.
essentially, and chips and stuff. And
yeah.
discs are just fucking discs that can be pressed. It's like such an easier, cheap process.
Yep.
Like I watched some really good YouTube videos of some really rich Australian guy who has like the largest video game collection in the world or something. And he talks about what he did to make all of his money in his collection. And since Australia was so strict on gaming, they didn't really sell video games in Australia at all during the PlayStation era and N64 era. So what the guy did was he had a like Chinese manufacturer illegally press him discs, like PlayStation discs, to sell in Australia.
Oh
And
jeez.
he just made like an ad in the newspaper, and he would buy in bulk the consoles and sell them in Australia for retail or markup. I can't remember what. But then this guy just put an ad in the paper, and eventually he had a brick and mortar warehouse where he was doing PlayStation mod chips and stuff, like modding consoles. And then he disc pressed until he got in trouble from the government or someone wanted to sue him, and they allowed him to stop without being sued, so he didn't lose any money. And this guy's collection is just like, it's insane. Like you have to see it to believe it. It's just so incredibly large and ridiculous. And yeah, he just made money pressing discs essentially and mod chipping. It's incredible. But
It's unbelievable.
oh yeah, He said he was making like thousands of dollars in profit a day
Yeah,
off of it. And it was something ridiculous. Like this would have been like 90s.
Jesus.
So I think he said something like 3 to 5K a day. And that's in the 90s. And that's a lot of money, and that adds up very quickly. So he got away with some good shit there. But so let's move on. To more Nintendo. Data mining of a Nintendo Switch firmware update hints at a second display support.
Yep.
And there's rumors going around that the Switch 2 or second Switch, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, they said like Switch Pro, Switch 2. They weren't sure what it would be.
Yeah, and I wrote down Switch 2 will be a large ass fucking dumb shit DS. So you know how I feel about it. How Alex, specifically Alex, because you own a Switch as well.
Mm-hmm.
What could they do with 2 screens for the Switch that would make any sense? Make it good. Like, why? Essentially,
it all depends on where the second screen is. Like, if they're trying to turn it into like something like a 3DS where you have one touch screen and one like in like a different, main screen or something like.
My guess,
or if you're gonna have it split in half so you can play with another person or something.
That would be crazy too. But my guess was that.
Oh, what if the console splits in half?
Well, that's kind of what he's saying.
Like it splits at the screen, though. That'd be crazy. And then you can just put it back together, and it's one screen.
And it's like two. It's like 2 Game Boys connected at the head.
Yeah. That would
become one tablet thing.
That'd be insane.
You would have like a seam for the screen though, which would look really dumb.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do it.
My guess for the new Switch for like the dual screen thing is that they're making it so it can. I don't know how they would do this, but essentially, like the Switch would become a Wiimote. Or no, Wii U tablet.
That's what I was wondering.
Where you can play on your TV, but you can also have like some like map or something displayed on the Switch itself, and that is your controller as well.
Yep.
That's my guess.
We getting another Fatal Frame.
Another Fatal Frame?
Yeah, with the camera as the Switch.
Aren't you waiting for that?
I don't know. I haven't played one in a long time.
Do you think? What if they did make a Fatal Frame?
They made one for Wii U, I guess.
But you didn't play it?
No.
Let me check this shit out. There's one in 2014, Maiden of Blackwater.
That might be the Wii U one.
That is the Wii U.
Yeah. Where the
Camera Obscura.
Yeah, where the viewfinder was the Wii U or whatever.
Yep, directly controlled using the Wii U gamepad.
Yep.
I've never played a Fatal Frame game. Are they really good, Ross?
They're not too bad.
I do like horror games. But I haven't played Silent Hill since like Silent Hill 2 or anything like that. Isn't this like a spin-off of Silent Hill or something, or is it just made by the same people?
I don't know. It's got its own separate stuff. I guess I don't know how close it would be related or not.
Made by Tecmo.
Tecmo.
Yeah, Silent Hill series. Let me see who makes Silent Hill. That's Konami.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them. Oh yeah, never mind. I don't know. We'll see what they do with that. But yeah, that would be exciting. Like to see. They already made the Switch Lite or whatever, which I kind of want one because I don't play my Switch docked at all.
Yeah.
And if I do play it, I lay on a couch and just play it handheld rather than on the TV. Because that's just I don't know why. I just love me some handhelds. But Phantasy Star Online 2, that MMO is coming to PC. I mentioned that earlier. That's a popular MMO in Asia.
So it's not in the US right now, or
there was a beta for the consoles out for it like a while ago.
Yeah. I think your cousin played it actually. And Phantasy Star Online, for those of you who may not remember, that was
It was on the Sega Dreamcast, wasn't it?
yeah, that was on the Dreamcast, and then they did a remake on the Xbox and on the GameCube. But the Dreamcast was actually one that you could play online.
Yep.
And it was also on the Xbox with Xbox Live. So maybe that was the crossover. So there's another history thing.
Exactly.
Between
I was just
Sega and
thinking about that.
And
Yeah.
fucking weebs still play it to this day.
Yeah, well, they shut the last server down like a while ago for it, but I'm pretty sure there's still private servers for it that people keep up. I remember playing it on the GameCube offline because you could do like local multiplayer with like 3 other people, and it was I love that game. I got it again, but for the Dreamcast, I got it, and I don't have a Dreamcast, but I still got the game. But yeah, Phantasy Star Online might be good. I mean, I'm probably going to check it out and see what's going on because I do like Phantasy Star Online, at least. I have yet to play the old one still, which is Phantasy Star 1, 2, 3, and I think there's a 4th one, and that's for like Master System, and then 2 of them are on like Genesis. I think 3 of them are on Genesis. Oh well. So what have you guys been watching? Have you guys watched anything new? Any Tiger Kings?
I think we had watched like 2 episodes of it.
Was it any good or was it bleh?
I don't know. I was hoping it was still ramping up into something, hopefully. Otherwise, it wasn't like catching my attention super hard. But I don't know.
I'd rather be watching Master Chef, honestly.
Oh,
What
jeez.
if it kicks off after the 3rd episode?
That's possible.
It's nothing like Daredevil where you got to wait till the 2nd fucking season for it to kick off. But yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched Tiger King yet. I haven't watched anything. Like no movies, nothing.
When that 2nd season of Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out in like 2 years, like I'll be fucking just
Is that when it's coming? 2 years?
no
I
idea.
don't think it's announced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have no idea when that's coming out. And it could be I'll be able to buy a PlayStation 4 Pro for $100 by the time that comes out. Because that's what I'm hoping for. So I don't know. They're not really announcing like how long consoles are going to be delayed at all. I think the PS5 is still planning to launch this fall.
Yeah, I heard that they were gonna like they have like a set number of consoles that they're gonna like release, but like for the first so long or something.
Wow, price gouging! You don't say.
So people were saying there might be like shortages because like
absolutely.
It all depends. They like think it's gonna sell less than the other last one, I guess. So they like set a number, and people said, well, if it sells like the other anywhere near what like the other one did, there'll be shortages.
That makes me think that I should probably pre-order one ASAP through GameStop before it fails and pick it up and resell it. I have no qualms about picking up a console to resell it.
Yeah.
If I can buy something for $500 and then immediately sell it for $600,
because I think they said over the first so many months the PS4 I want to say sold 7 point some I want to say million consoles, and they're only like over that period for PS5 they're only going to have like 5 million or something like that. So it would have to drop off like 2 point some million from the last one to hit
Damn, dude. I wonder if there's I don't know. Console shortages are still a thing. And the Nintendo Switch, I think it's still people are still trying to price gouge that shit.
If they really don't have that many great launch titles, though, some people might wait.
Yeah, I'll definitely wait. Like, I don't see myself paying $500 for a console to play Last of Us 2, which I think Last of Us 2 is delayed as well.
I know they said that PS5 is going to have like probably way more like launch games, but like Xbox plans to like have the games like staggered out over a period for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like so that they're not all at just the beginning or something like that.
All right. So Nintendo Switch at our Target is currently sold out.
Yeah,
So
probably.
it's possible that that shit is still going on. Let me check the Craigslist quick because that's like how you really know what's going on.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Like
Craig
people-
got that information.
Craig's got it. Craig's recording us right now. Craigbot.
Yep.
Oh
He's
fuck
recording
yeah,
us.
dude.
Oh, this person has 3 Nintendo Switch Lites for $260 a piece. And what is the retail of a Switch Lite? Isn't it 200?
I'm not even sure.
I've never
Alex
looked
would
into
know.
it. Never looked into it because I have a Switch already.
All right, it's $199.99. So yeah, it's 200. So this person's trying to get like $50 off it. A little over $50. They got 3 of them. Wow. Let's see what normal Nintendo Switch. Ooh, Nintendo Switch bundle with Mario Kart, $440.
Mm-hmm.
And that retail is $300. $500 here for just a plain one without a game. Neon controllers.
Ooh.
$250 for Switch Lite. Oh yeah. $500 for a Switch. Oh my god. Yeah, these people are price gouging the shit. Holy shit. Oh, this guy's selling a Switch Lite with Animal Crossing for $175. I'm in. Messaging him right now. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get it and I'm going to sell it for $250 on Craigslist. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy to me that they're still price gouging, but oh well.
Yep.
I haven't even looked at my Switch since like this whole thing started. So if anybody wants one and wants to pay retail price, hit me up. I'll sell you a used Switch retail price. And then the games are going to cost more, but they're used, so I don't care. AMC Theaters reportedly in talks with bankruptcy lawyers, but this is for Chapter 11
Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
not 7. So Chapter 11 is the one where you take like you just reorganize all your
Shit, all your
assets and
debts
stuff. Yeah,
you know.
your money and shit. And so they're just moving things around, but still, that means they're not in the best place. So they're not going out of business. This is the bankruptcy to try to get them from state, like doing Chapter 7. I think that's the one for corporations is Chapter 7. But movie theaters, like I'm getting antsy. Like I haven't seen a movie in a while because I love going to the movie theaters and I'm getting antsy to go to a movie because that's how I love to see movies. And some might be closing down and some might get really hurt because of this. Like I heard there's something about buying gift cards for like movie theaters during this time just so they can kind of like get some sort of ticket sales.
Yeah, then they like go out of business and you never get your money back.
Yeah, that's true actually. That's true. So I was thinking about it, but yeah, like what you're saying, it's like, well, yeah, what if I get like $100 gift card and then you just go out of business and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
It'd be like doing like the where you keep reading these stories online and it's like, oh, this guy bought like a donut for $1,000 or something like that to help this business stay alive, and it's like, what?
2 months later, shoots himself.
Right? There was one where it's like, oh, this guy bought like a $20,000 bottle of something for $40,000 from this like company. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, a restaurant that he goes to.
Yeah, it's like, oh, why don't you just give him the money? Can't you just like don't tell anybody, give them the money. There you go.
No.
You helped him way more.
This guy paid $40,000 for a $20,000 bottle of liquor.
When he could have just handed him $40,000 in the back alley and been done with it.
I have a better solution. Buy 2 bottles of fucking $20,000 liquor for $40,000 because no one else was going to buy that second bottle.
Yeah, right.
Like them holding on to the second bottle would not have put them out of business. Yeah, I saw that article too, and it was mind blowing. I'm like, buy 2 bottles.
All
That's
right.
the solution. Buy 2 bottles. It's like, no, I just want one and want to give you another $20,000. That's an insanely expensive restaurant, and the person who did this is an extremely rich person.
The only reason you would do it is because you want to be in the news for it.
Maybe not even that. Did they name the person?
I don't know. Like, probably maybe not, but like everybody will know.
Well, yeah, because it's such a crazy fucking story. Like,
The business will put a plaque up for the guy and be like, "This guy."
yeah, this guy is so bad with his money. He paid double for an item that's worth $20,000, and it's a consumable item. It is liquid that he is going to drink. It will go away unless he just saves it. I don't know. Maybe he keeps it on a shelf and like for his first party when this all bounces back.
Want to see something pretty?
Yeah, hop in my private jet. A bottle of liquor and a dick in there that you'll want to see.
So is the dick in the bottle of liquor or like what?
No, dick comes with the bottle.
Is it 3 penis wine?
Yeah. No, it's 1 penis wine. I'm just saying the rich dude is going to bang chicks in a private jet with that liquor. That's the joke, guys.
Yep.
Okay, not really a joke. Ross, bleep that.
Jesus.
So do you guys got anything else you want to talk about? We just have like some random bookend topics, unless you guys heard anything about movies. Like I know Dune was releasing screenshots for the movie, but I haven't heard anything else.
It's funny because I keep seeing people that says it looks great, and then you get these random fucks every once in a while that are saying that like, oh, it looked like nothing special, and I'm like, wait, what?
It doesn't look like anything special.
I thought it looked good. I mean, what were you
Well,
expecting?
I mean, yeah, it looks like a movie. It looks like the pictures that they showed was literally the entire cast of Battlestar Galactica standing in their suits in a poorly lit room.
That was one of the pictures, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Did you get hard for Battlestar Galactica promo photos? No.
Sure.
Like, I mean, it's cool. I can't wait to see it, but still, like, I'm not getting Hype City over those photos. When the trailer comes out, though, then then maybe Hype City. But I'm not really a diehard fan of Dune anyway. So
Yeah.
I've only seen the movie once. So, and that was a long time ago and probably with you guys, so who knows. A Virginia pastor who defiantly held church services died of coronavirus.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's pretty messed up. Let's see. NASA wants to put a huge telescope on the far side of the moon. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, they said it'd be the biggest like telescope of that kind, and then it wouldn't have to worry about the whole atmospheric like stuff of Earth and shit, I suppose. So it'd probably have to worry about like, I guess like maybe debris or something, because I know the moon gets hit by a lot of like space like stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm sure the odds of it are pretty low.
Yeah, I guess.
Of like hitting that specific spot
and
on the
and I guess it depends on what it's made out of too, if it'll be durable or.
Yeah, because like atmospheric interference, like dust and particles and shit and light pollution, it just fucks with telescopes and shit. So like they're like, let's put it on the dark side of the moon, the farthest place we can get to that's not Earth, and control it from there. No light pollution, no dust as far as Earth, levels of Earth. But that's why like observatories and stuff are in very specific areas. Because they try to get as far away from light pollution as possible, as well as like high enough to not be like disturbed with like dust particles and shit like that, like in the air.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see any observatory ground level or like street level with the city, like next to a city. That's not a thing. So
Yeah.
they're just trying to maximize what they can see without interference, which I think is pretty cool. I hope it gets funded. They probably got a lot of funding due to the Space Force. So maybe they're like, "Ooh, let's do the real projects."
I think it got like preliminary funding, but I don't know what that all entails.
There we go. I hope they get to move it around. They're like, let's do the stuff that we want to do before they realize we're not doing anything for the Space Force and take our money away. Like, let's use this funding now before the next person becomes president and we'll take the Space Force away. Let's spend it doing smart shit. Or just make a Zeus Cannon.
Oh, geez.
Like, I think that was like forbidden though. I think it was like a hypothetical thing, but I think they wanted to build it, but I think it was like outlawed or some shit.
What exactly do you mean by that, or whatever?
The Zeus Cannon itself.
Yeah.
They used it in a fucking movie, a G.I. Joe movie.
What does it do again?
I think they use it in a G.I. Joe movie. It's just like a it's just a satellite. I don't know if it has like a rail gun on it, like a magnetic rail gun.
I see what you're talking about.
It shoots like a solid, I think, tungsten steel rod. So really dense ass heavy fucking metal. And it just shoots it out of the satellite, and when it hits the ground, it just like it's messing up anything, and there's no defense against it.
Yeah.
It's not like a missile you can blow up with anti-air defense. It's going like, terminal velocity or faster if it's like assisted. Huge ass dense metal rod that will strike the ground like a meteor, essentially. That's made out of heavy metals, and it will.
It's like a nuke going off, basically, even though it's just like a 6 foot.
It's a penetrating nuke though. Like, I think the G.I. Joe movie showed it very well when they like just hit like Moscow with it or some shit. It was pretty cool. I think that was hypothetical, but let me Google that quick. If it was actually planned to be made.
I know we experimented with like using like cannon type things to shoot like people into space, like on ships and stuff.
Zeus Cannon was in Final Fantasy VII. That may not be what it's actually called in real life.
I was gonna say, like, I was getting confused by what you were saying.
The Zeus Cannon was conceived by the United States military force in 2055 during the construction of the barrier cities around the world. Maybe I am confusing real life with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's possible. Real life with fantasy.
It was from Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like so confused. I'm like, isn't that the thing from Final Fantasy Spirits Within? I was like,
please tell me this was something in real life.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
But think about it, like there was a point where we were trying to see if you could shoot people into space with a freaking cannon. Okay? So think about it. If there was an alien race on a planet with lower gravity than ours, like
we would have sex with them.
No, they
Captain Kirk.
They conceivably would have been able to do that very much easier than we would, and it could have gotten to space faster than us, therefore could be more advanced than us.
That would be crazy.
Yep.
Let me see here. The concept originated during the Cold War, and it was called kinetic bombardment or kinetic orbital strike.
Yeah.
Typical. I'm just reading the Wikipedia. That's probably from Final Fantasy and fake. Typical depictions of the tactic are of a satellite containing a magazine of tungsten rods and a directional thrust system. Thank God, people. I'm not fucking insane. Final Fantasy did not replace real life for me. This is proof. Look it up, people. Kinetic bombardment.
You just lucked out.
I did luck out because I was scared for a second that I just like my reality just came closing in. Like, I thought I was gonna wake up and be in the fucking that I was in the Matrix, and I was gonna wake up.
Yep.
So in science fiction, the weapon is often depicted as being launched from a spaceship instead of a satellite. When a strike is ordered, the launch vehicle breaks one of the rods out of its orbit and into suborbital trajectory that intersects the target. As the rod approaches periapsis due to gravity, if that word is correct, it picks up immense speed until it reaches terminal velocity shortly before impact, and the rods would typically be shaped to minimize air resistance and maximize terminal velocity. It has the advantage of being able to deliver projectiles from a very high angle at a very high speed, making them extremely difficult to defend against. In addition, the projectiles would not require explosive warheads, and in the simplest designs would consist entirely of solid metal rods, giving rise to the common nickname "rods from God." Oh my God.
And the best part about it is you could just go and get the metal back.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, we just took out this capital. Send the miners in to recover the tungsten.
Yep.
We'll reshape that bitch. That would be a mess.
Yeah, I know.
Having to get that back, but you could probably find it easy. It's like, oh, here's the center of impact. Dig down, and it will be just a flat disc dome like thing of metal or something.
Reusable, man. We're saving the earth, guys.
The disadvantages include the technical difficulties of ensuring accuracy and the high cost of positioning ammunition in orbit. Well, let me tell you something. When you're creating things called rods from God, you don't give a shit about accuracy.
Exactly. It's
it's
like a Moab. You don't care where it hits.
Yeah, you just send it. Send it and pray. Yeah, send it and pray. The rod's from God. Like, this is in God's hands now. We launched it. This is in God's hands now. Apparently they used something during the Korean and Vietnam Wars. There was a limited use of the Lazy Dog bomb, which was a kinetic projectile shaped like a conventional bomb, but only about some length. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Project Thor is an idea for a weapon system that launches telephone pole-sized kinetic projectiles made from tungsten from Earth's orbit to damage targets on the ground. Holy shit. So Zeus Cannon I took from Final Fantasy, but I was close. Project Thor is close.
Yep, it's
That's
Thor, not Zeus.
Rods from God, that's a god. Project Thor, that's a god. Zeus Cannon, that's a god. I was close, okay?
Did you say Rod the God?
Yeah. Yeah, Rod's the god. Okay, so I'm not insane. We know that. That's it. That's all I wanted to confirm. What else do we got here? House Democrats want $2,000 a month for Americans. How long have we been recording? Do we want to stop? Do we care?
Yeah,
we've made it far without politics. Do we want to get into it?
No.
Well, to be fair, we could just say if we think it's going to happen or not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it probably won't.
Okay, that's all we're saying.
Okay.
You guys got anything else?
Nah.
All right, we'll catch you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Okay, see you.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. You could catch us currently at the Prime 4 podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Podcast Addict for audio only. If you want to see how fugly we look in real life, you can also catch us on YouTube under the Prime 4 podcast.